Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of the MMA Minute. We've got all the news coming out of the UFC Hall of Fame ceremony, as well as a bunch of other news stories surrounding 226. And as always, go down in the description down below and check out all my promotional links and all my social media links. So without further ado, let's get into it. So your top news story for today comes from the UFC Hall of Fame ceremony that went down last night in Las Vegas. Some of the biggest names in UFC were out, including Demetrius Johnson and Chris Weidman, and people like Matt Serra and Ronda Rousey out accepting their awards going into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them. As well as that, Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz were out on the red carpet answering interviews and questions, and the summary from what Liddell was saying was that he thinks that he will beat Tito Ortiz every single time they fight, and he would also like to fight John Jones if he ever returns to the UFC. As well as that, he also thinks that Tito is still afraid of him. Leave your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. Speaking of Tito Ortiz, in his interview he said that he thinks that Chuck Liddell is his enemy and it is his job to beat his ass. Now, that's fighting words coming from Tito Ortiz after never having beaten Chuck Liddell before. But, you know, we'll see when they end up clashing soon enough. Sometime this year is the rumour. Your final couple of news stories comes from Nick Diaz, who put out a tweet earlier today saying that he thinks that he will be fighting sometime next year. Leave your thoughts below on who you think he would be fighting or would like to, or you'd like him to face. And your final big news story comes out today from John Cavendish, Conor McGregor's famous coach, and he said that in a possibility of a matchup between Conor and Khabib, he thinks that Conor's left hand will be the difference against Khabib. Now leave your thoughts on that as well in the comment section down below and who you think would win out of that matchup.
I am not a god, I am not a man. I am not a star, I am not a fan. I am not a king or a peasant, I'm a being, I'm a presence, I'm a thing, I'm a weapon. I walk the abyss and caught me in